If you don't know me, my name's Maddie, and thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate every single one of you. So today's video was a little bit spontaneous. I wasn't planning on making this video like 2 weeks ago, last week. Today's video is all about motivation, and if you're feeling in a rut right now, or if you're in a little bit of a slump, this video is for you. And these are some tips that have helped me get over a slump, and these are things to do if you are in a slump to get motivated again and to become your true self that you are striving to be. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and this is just gonna be a little chill video. I didn't put any makeup on. I just threw on this comfy t-shirt, and I have some really bad messy notes that I thought of, just brain dumping everything in here of how I kind of got my motivation back after feeling like I was in a rut and a slump and unmotivated. So let's get into this video. Okay, so these are my notes. Don't look at my handwriting because I literally wrote this I just wrote it really quickly because I was just brain dumping everything that I feel like I wanted to tell you guys, because I feel like they're just important to go by if you are feeling unmotivated for whatever reason. And feeling unmotivated can strive from anything possible. It could be the simplest thing that you encounter that day that triggered you to become unmotivated or just feel like you're in a rut or you're in a slump, or it could be from a illness that you got sick and then you kind of fell off your workout game and your wellness and health game and stuff like that. That's what happened to me. At the beginning of 2024, I was at a really pretty big high. I was feeling really motivated for this year, and prior to the beginning of the year, I was really struggling with stress and mental clarity, and I was very busy all the time and felt very on edge all the time. Even if it didn't come across that way, I just felt like I had to be doing stuff all the time. I couldn't really slow down and stop. So that's kind of what I was struggling with at the beginning of 2024. And I made it my goal to kind of reevaluate everything. And that's why I made a goals video at the beginning of the year, because I wanted to reevaluate everything, like my goals, and just set just better goals that align with who I want to be as a person and how I want to feel. And I just want to feel more relaxed and more calm and just have more direct vision of what I'm working on, instead of just frantically working on a million different things at once. Putting my energy in more valuable things, or just putting my energy and time into the things I really want to be working on, I should say. So I was feeling pretty good at the beginning of the year. I was really pumping out content. I was working a lot. I had a lot going on, but I was feeling really good. Like I was at like a good mental state. Like I was physically feeling good with my stress levels and all that. And then a few weeks ago, I was trying again to kind of like start to cram a lot of stuff before I went on a trip, and I was just trying to cram a lot into a certain amount of time. That didn't go as planned. Everything I wanted to do. Sorry, there's like a hair on my floor and I thought it was the biggest spider ever. I basically got sick. I just got a head cold. I didn't get like ill, but I just got a head cold. I had a fever and whatever. So I did not feel very good for a few days. And then after that, I was going to visit my boyfriend, so I was away from home and I was feeling pretty good. I was like, okay, I'm done. Like that was just a little thing. Like now I'm gonna just relax at his house, and once I'm back home, I'll get back into my little routine. And then I got food poisoning, and that was like a few days after I got there, and I was only up there for a few days because I got sick, so I couldn't go up at the beginning. And yeah, so I got food poisoning. Luckily I didn't throw up or anything like that, and sorry if this is triggering anybody with like stomach issues. You can fast forward this. I didn't throw up luckily, but I just was in a lot of pain, and then I had a pretty bad fever that was caused by the food poisoning. So I just was really struggling at that point. I just was feeling really unmotivated, and I was questioning like stuff. I was just questioning just things in life. Like, I don't know why this all got so deep, because I got a little sick, cold, but like I said, things just happen and little things can trigger unmotivation and a slump out of nowhere. So I just want to be real honest with you guys of what happened, but we're here now, and I, at this very day, was like the first day I'm actually feeling pretty motivated. And it's probably been a week after I got food poisoning. So after I got food poisoning, and I was feeling okay, but like I just wasn't feeling myself. And like I said, I was questioning like everything I've been doing, and I just had like such a mental fog. I couldn't think straight, and like I just felt like my unmotivation was not helping me become motivated. There's 10 things that helped me get my motivation back. Yeah, these are 10 things that have brought me back into mental clarity, which is like the biggest thing I was struggling with, and also just feeling my best. And yeah, so these are 10 things that have helped me get back my motivation. So I realized that it all starts with reviewing your goals and your main goals. So kind of like going back to the beginning of the year when I just reevaluated all my goals. That's like the biggest step that you need to take to get your motivation back, is to reevaluate what goals you are striving for, because if you don't have those goals in mind, you mentally don't know what you're striving for. So you are obviously going to be unmotivated because you don't have those goals in mind. Let's say you want to get abs, for example, or lose weight. If you're not thinking with those goals in mind, you're obviously not going to work out, because why are you working out? What are you working out for? You don't know those goals that you are trying to strive for. It all starts with reviewing your goals. Also, it has to do with what you are living for as well. So not just goals, but like, why are you living? Why are you here? What are you living for, basically? And yeah, just reviewing that as well, because if you don't know what you're living for, what kind of motivation are you gonna have to be motivated in any certain part of your life? So reviewing what you're living for, not just goals, not just little tiny I want to lose weight goals, but what are you living for in life? I'm going to talk about this book later, but it mentions that if you aren't visualizing what you want to achieve, there's going to be no motivation to achieve those set goals. So visualizing is also a big part of getting motivated again. The second thing is remembering why you want those goals. So why did you want to set these goals in the first place? Say, for example, the goal is to lose weight. You want to achieve those goals because you want to feel good, or this could be clearing your skin. The reason why you set that goal is you want to feel confident in your skin, or you just want to heal your acne. Remembering why you're setting those goals is also important, because you can set goals any time of day because you see someone doing something that you're not, but does that connect with who you are? Might not. Just remember why you're setting those goals, and are they benefiting you? Are they portraying to you? Okay, the third one is kind of a funny one, but thank the slump. Thank that slump. Because I realized if you are such a go person like I am, you honestly don't have any time to sit down and just reevaluate your goals, or just think, am I on the right path? Thank the slump for the time it gave you to reevaluate. It might have been hard on you, but it gave you time to reevaluate your goals and the reason why you want to be motivated again. The next thing that helped me, and this is just gonna sound so simple, but it honestly is kind of hard, but it's the simplest thing you can do, is just start. Just start and you will keep going. If you just start somewhere, you're starting somewhere, and that honestly will stem and continue to grow upwards, not downwards. And I forgot to talk about this in the beginning, but I wanted to talk about a downward spiral, which kind of the book I'm gonna mention talks about. And basically, it's like a weird spiral when you're not motivated, because when you have no motivation, you have nothing to connect the starting point to your goal. If you're not doing that, then you keep spiraling down and down and down and down. There's no connection to the goal. You just keep spiraling down and down and down. When you're not motivated, you're obviously not gonna feel like you wanna work out, so you're not gonna work out, and then it makes you feel bad about yourself, and then just, you know what I'm saying? Once you have your goal back in order, if it helps you to write them down or create like a vision board, that's awesome too, just so you can see what your goals are and have them in your line of sight pretty much every day. Then do something to start it. Do anything, because if you do something or anything to start it, then you're there. For me, it was starting back into working out, and this sounds so dumb, but I was just sitting on the couch and and it was before work and I wasn't doing anything. I just felt so unmotivated, and I got up and stood in front of the mirror and started swinging my arms, like basically like a weightless workout for your arms. But I just started swinging my arms. I just started doing this. I started doing this. And I could feel I felt something click in my brain, and I felt motivated again. And it was the dumbest thing, but it made me start. I just started somewhere, and now I did like a nice workout this morning. I was feeling pretty motivated, but not like overly motivated, like not like, oh, I gotta do this, but like I was just like, I'm gonna work out. Doesn't matter what I do, but if at least I'm moving my body, then that's all that matters. So just start somewhere. This also connects to the upward spiral. So if you're starting somewhere, then you're gonna continue to upward spiral, not the downward spiral. That's what we don't want. Number 5 is remembering not to overdo it right away. When I started to work out again, I didn't overdo it. I didn't do any weights. I just literally swung my arms. So remembering to take it slow and take baby steps is totally fine if you're coming back into your routine after being unmotivated, because if you go straight ahead and start where you left off, you're physically, let's say we're talking about working out. You're physically not there where you left off. You haven't worked out in 2 weeks. Your body starts to lose muscle. So you're physically not where you were back when you started. So why would you start lifting super heavy? You're not there yet. So you have to start kind of at the ground and work your way up again to where you were, which is totally fine. If you struggle with taking baby steps, burning out stems from being too stressed out and overwhelmed. Burnout stems from that. So don't do something right away that's overwhelming, because then you're gonna just burn out. You're gonna do something really hard and then burn out right away. Baby steps, that is like the key to having a sustainable routine and motivation to whatever you're doing. My 6th one is working out and eating good and eating clean and making sure your physical body is getting taken care of. I say this because also the book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, talked about this. It basically said we have 4 different realms. So we have like physical, mental, spiritual, social. I think those were the 4 realms, and they're all interconnected. So basically it had a sentence in there, and it was something along the lines of, if your physical body is not taken care of, then you are not going to perform mentally well. Let's say that you're feeling really bad about yourself because you haven't worked out and your physical body is not being worked on. How are you gonna feel good socializing with friends or being out in public? You're mentally not gonna be in the correct headspace if you didn't work out in the first place. So it's all connected. So the physical realm is connected to the mental realm, and the spiritual realm is connected to the social realm. So everything is all connected, and if one area is not worked on, the other area is not gonna be performing its best. The 7th one is 7 habits, and I didn't do that. I just realized the 7th tip is on 7 habits. That's weird. Okay. Anyways, this book is packed full of so much information. I finished the last chapter, but I just have like a couple more pages left of like, I think it's like a story, or I don't know. I'm not there yet. I finished all 7 habits, and if you have been wanting to read this book for a while, it honestly goes in depth about so much. And the one point I'm going to talk about that it started in the beginning of the book is personal mission statements and the importance of creating a mission statement for yourself. A personal mission statement is kind of like goals, but it's basically what you're living for, but not living for like money or something outside of you. It's basically living for your own purpose of internal, like who you are as a person. Things that aren't tangible or things you can buy. I would definitely recommend reading this book to get more insight of what he's actually saying, because he goes way in depth and I'm probably not the person to explain it well. But I did take notes, so hopefully I'll do a video on this whole book later. The 8th one is going to bed early and waking up early. Ever since the time change, I've been blaming it on the time change, but it's not the time change. I mean, it is, but kind of, but not. In America, we have daylight savings, and that means we lose an hour. So we physically, our bodies are like, what the heck? Wait, where'd that hour go? So ever since then, I've been like struggling to wake up every morning. It's been so annoying. I've been having to go to bed earlier. So basically, our bodies need sleep. And if I don't have a good night's rest of sleep, I just don't feel very motivated to begin with in the morning, because I'm tired, I don't want to work out, I feel low. If you get a good night's sleep, you're definitely feel more motivated than you were. The 9th one is talk to someone. So if you're really struggling with your motivation and you just don't know even why, talk to someone because they will pick up on the why that you're missing, and they will definitely try and help you with it and kind of point it out in your life of what you're lacking or where you're kind of missing the point of your motivation not being there, of your unmotivation. You know what I'm trying to say. Just talk to somebody if you are feeling really low and feeling unmotivated. That's why we have friends, and that's why we have people in our lives. And that's why it's important to interact and socialize with other people, because we all struggle with the same stuff. And my last one is number 10, and it's realizing that everyone isn't perfect, and just know if you are putting in the effort, that's all that matters. If you realize you are not perfect and at least you're trying, that's all that matters. And I had to realize that myself, like, oh, I just went for a walk today, like that wasn't a big workout. I tried at least. I put on my workout shoes and I went for that walk. At least I did it. Right there, just realize like I did something great for my body, and that's all that matters. I didn't eat Cheetos on the couch. I went for a walk. There's a difference. Yeah, that's pretty much number 10, is just to realize like nobody's perfect and you're not gonna be perfect either, and at least if you're trying, then that's all that matters. That was all of my tips for how I became more motivated in my life and how I kind of got out of a slump. So if this helped at least one of you guys out, I really hope it did. And if you like these videos, please let me know in the comments, or if you have any other tips, please share them in the community, because I'd love to know if you have any more motivational tips, and I'm sure any other viewer watching this probably wants to see it too. So if you have any other tips of how to become more motivated in your life, please drop them in the comments. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys watching this video, and thank you so much for subscribing and being with me on this journey called life. I hope you guys have a really, really good rest of your day wherever you guys are living, and please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. It really, really helps me out, and don't forget to turn on that notification bell for when I upload. I try and upload every week. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!